Welcome back to Hear Me Out. I'm Dee.
I'm E.
And today's episode is about Miss Britney Spears and her current pending divorce and how it might not be pending so much. I don't know. It's weird. It's gotten weird.
Because
Very
it's
weird.
about that cheddar.
Yeah, that ugh already pissing me off.
All right, so guys, the headline is Britney Spears' divorce is at risk of being dismissed after soon to be ex-husband, Sam Asghari blows off court hearing. Did we expect anything else? Like,
Like,
for real? So, according to Radar Online, her estranged husband, Sam Asghari, was a no-show in court, putting their divorce at risk of being thrown out. According to court documents obtained by RadarOnline.com, the court scheduled a November 15th hearing to discuss the case and why it's still on standstill. In October, the LA Superior Court judge presiding over the case warned Sam that if he didn't take the proper steps, including serving Britney with legal paperwork, the divorce would be dismissed. Who filed?
he did.
He did, right? Okay.
Oh yeah.
So, sometime, I don't know, early in that week, the hearing went down, but Sam was a no show. The court minutes read petitioner failed to appear. Matter is placed off the calendar. Of course, you're in the legal space. You'll let us know what that means later. The judge didn't reveal if he plans to give Sam additional time. As RadarOnline.com previously reported, Sam filed for divorce from Britney in August. In his petition, he listed the date of separation as July 28th, 2023. The couple got hitched on June 9th, 2022. Sources reveal Britney and Sam signed an ironclad prenuptial agreement that protected the pop star's fortune. An insider said the actor will likely be paid a lump sum, but is not entitled to support. Per the prenup, Sam walked away with many cars in his possession, along with any gifts given to him over the 7-year relationship. In her new memoir, Britney praised Sam for being there during her tough times with her family.
Trash. You know what he's doing. He's trying to delay this because he wants to get more. He wants to get money, or he wants Britney to continue to pay for his apartment that supposedly, allegedly costs over 10 grand a month. Yeah.
But does he really need to pay for that, though?
Well, right now she's paying for it because they're not
Out of the kindness of her heart, or is she supposed to?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure because technically they're not divorced yet. So the prenup isn't in effect or wouldn't be in effect yet. I can assume that it's got to be because out of the goodness of her heart. I don't think that there's, I don't know, unless there's the clause in the prenup about separation, but I haven't heard anything about that. Either way, he doesn't. So one of the other things I had read, and I don't know how accurate this is, so of course, this is all alleged. In the prenup, if he stayed married to her for a certain period of time, then he'd get at minimum $1 million. So the rumor is that he's trying to wait that out. But it's like, why file? Like when you file a petition, there are steps. It's immediate. The court expects certain things because you have to follow the rules of the court. And so it's like, at least in my realm of things, it's not family law, but it's it's civil still. When you file a petition, you have a certain amount of time in which you have to serve the defendant, and then the defendant then has a certain amount of time in which they're supposed to answer. So like at any point, if it's gone past a certain time period, the court can decide that they're just going to put it on their dismissal docket because it's wasting the court's time, just sitting there. So, if there's no movement, in particular from the plaintiff or the petitioner in this case, it's incumbent upon the petitioner, incumbent upon the plaintiff to move a case along. It's not really the defendant,
Yeah.
especially because in this particular case, the defendant, can get out of it if it's dismissed without any kind of issues against them. Um, and so I'm not really sure what it is that, he's thinking aside from just trying to get more money out of her, if
Mhm.
he's going to be getting any to begin with. But like we know, Brittany's paying for his apartment right now. I'm assuming the moment that the divorce is finalized, she wouldn't be paying for that. And if he's not getting what he wants out of the prenup, then the best option for him is to continue to wait, which is sucky. It's a crappy thing to do, considering everything Brittany has already been through. He's just trash, garbage, hot garbage.
Um, yeah, I think it's just sad, basically what you said. Brittany has been through all these things, and she spoke of him in her memoir in such a
Yeah,
positive light. So
yeah,
then just to hear that basically, he filed for divorce, she was stunned by it,
yeah,
by the whole thing. So, he's just dragging this along, which is in turn going to hurt Brittany
right.
some more. And I think that's very unfortunate. It's crazy how all these little leeches keep leeching onto Brittany, and
Yeah,
it seems like the girl can't have a break.
yeah. It's definitely unfortunate because I didn't even realize their relationship had been going on for 7 years until you mentioned it earlier. I totally, it hadn't clicked. And so when you spend a certain amount of time with a person, like, I don't know, I can't even imagine like knowing what they've been through. And clearly he was a part of her life during the time that she was, at the tail end of her conservatorship. He was with her during that time. He knows what she's been through. He knows the trauma. And then to turn around and kind of do this, like,
He didn't care about her.
I don't think so. No, I think it was all trying to play the long game. But, her attorneys in that prenup were smarter than he was. And now he thinks he's trying to outsmart them, and
Mhm.
who knows what's going to happen. At the end of the day, like, will Brittany just cut her losses and say, okay, here, take the million, just get out of my life? Um, or she could decide to fight it, I don't know. Either way, the poor girl.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah. So it really boils down to him just trying to make money off of her, make money off of
And
Brittany.
we know that Brittany is going to make buku money from this memoir, and now the filming rights are being disputed. Brad Pitt wants in on it, Margot Robbie, Reese Witherspoon with her Sunshine Productions.
Yeah.
So trying to make this a movie or a series or something. So it's already crazy. I think it's the highest selling memoir in history,
Oh wow, that's
if
crazy.
I'm not mistaken. Or, it's pretty high up there.
Yeah.
So she's gonna make a lot of guap, and it just sucks that he's going to benefit from it, if that prenup isn't ironclad,
Right.
or if there's like little loopholes that the lawyers always find.
And that's, I think that's what's happening right now. I think is he's trying to, kind of take advantage of
Yeah.
some kind of loophole, but you know, it doesn't really hurt him necessarily to um to have the case dismissed, unless of course the judge or the court like dismisses it. um it's called dismissal with prejudice, I believe, which means they cannot refile.
Mm.
um in at something along those lines. I can't recall for certain, but like, when you do without prejudice, it means that you can file against, or that person can have a case filed against them again. Um, but if it's with prejudice, I believe that's how it is, that like it cannot be
Hmm.
refiled. But because it's family law, I'm not sure if it's a little different. I'm not sure exactly how it would work in that regard. Um, But, I mean, I think at the end of the day, like, I would hope Brittany, would want to get out of this too after all of this that's been happening for the last few months. She definitely deserves a whole lot better.
Yeah, ditto. Guys, let us know what you think in the comments about, I don't know, we need a nickname for him. We have Tristan as Trish Trash or Trashton.
Trash. Yeah.
We we need a nickname for him.
I can't even think of one because he's a nobody. So
Let us know what you think about this nobody trying to trying to take this money from Britney, her hard-earned,
no.
well-deserved money,
Hmm.
because he just doesn't want to go and act. Just like Kevin Federline had his sucky rap career, which I never heard of it. So can we even call him a rapper? I don't know. I
Yeah.
need to see Britney's kids and see, you know what? I'm gonna keep that comment to myself. But let us know what you think about this court dismissal, probably whatever's going on with this case. I
Yeah.
hate this guy.
God, such trash. I swear.
Guys, that concludes today's episode. If you haven't already done so, please subscribe. Turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any of our videos. Also, please share our video. We're trying to grow our community so your friends can be our friends and we can all be friends. We also have social media, which Dee will tell you about.
We're on Instagram and TikTok at Hear Me Out DNE. So make sure you guys follow, like, share, comment. We enjoy interacting with you all.
All right, guys, we'll see you next time. Peace.
Bye.
Bye.